Clover Retribution for Dummies, here to provide the information you need to succeed. We're going over all of the current dailies and how to complete them. They are listed in order from least to most amount of XP rewarded. If you need it, I have a doc that lists all the dailies and exact locations linked in the description. If you have any more questions, I have a Discord where I'm more than happy to answer anything. I also answer questions in the Clover Retribution Discord, which are both linked down below. Feel free to pay me and I'll probably answer as long as I'm not busy. I am not going over the daily used to unlock the transformation for the Elder Vampire race. They don't give spins, but if you need XP, you can still do them without having the race. I'll go over this daily in the near future. Anyway, let's begin. We're going to start with the 5 profession dailies since they give the lowest amount of XP. You only want to do these for their respective profession XP, not for anything else. Before you can start any of these dailies, you gotta come talk to the fisherman, Ogle, and read through his explanation of professions. He gives 3 dailies. Crafting practice gives 200 XP, 200 gold, and 500 XP for all professions. The easiest way to complete this quest is to just make low quality fillets after you go fishing. You can buy this blueprint from the fisherman. After you get the blueprint, make sure you equip it and eat it, just like how you would eat a potion. Ogle also gives the Teach a Man to Fish daily, which gives 250 XP, 200 gold, 3 spins of all types, and 500 fishing XP. You have to catch somewhere between 10 to 20 fish to complete this quest. Ogle sells the wooden fishing rod for 1,200 gold. Equip it from the weapons tab and start fishing. When a fish bites, 2 bars will appear. The bottom one has a fish that randomly moves from left to right. You have to use the spacebar to make the green bar cover the fish as it moves. Holding spacebar makes the green bar go to the right, and letting go of the spacebar makes it go back to the left. The bar on top indicates how close you are to either losing or catching the fish. It goes up the longer you have the green bar on top of the fish. There's also this weird bug where if you cast the fishing rod mid-air, you just stay floating the whole cast. The last daily Ogle gives is Elixir Enthusiast, which gives 250 XP, 200 gold, and 500 alchemy XP. You have to head over to the alchemist in Timeston to actually complete the quest. Talk to him and tell him you want to craft your own. The easiest way is to craft fish oil, which uses 5 low quality fillets you made earlier when you went fishing. You can also get the blueprint for fish oil from Ogle. Head over to the Master Miner in the cave north of Unnamed Village. He'll give you the Mining Mania daily, which gives 250 XP, 200 gold, and 500 mining XP. Simply head further into the cave and mine 25 chunks of any ore, including stone. The Master Miner sells the standard pickaxe for 1,000 gold if you don't already have one. For the last profession daily, head over to the Unnamed Village Blacksmith. He'll give you the Smithy daily, which gives you 250 XP, 200 gold, and 500 blacksmithing XP. You have to craft 5 of anything from this dude. I recommend just crafting broken swords since they only cost 2 copper ingots and 1 sword hilt. You can get the broken sword blueprint from Ogle for 1,000 gold and the sword hilt for 100 gold each from this merchant over here in Unnamed Village. Head over to the guy with green hair just north of Unnamed Village to get the Blue Lily daily, which gives 300 XP, 150 gold, and 3 spins. All you have to do is harvest 12 blue lilies. Unfortunately, the lilies you can buy from Chloe in Timeston don't count towards these quests. Here's a map of every single lily spawn in the grasslands. Lilies have a chance to spawn at each of those spots, so if you go over and it's just grass, you have to harvest all the grass until lily spawn. If you're struggling to find one of the rarer lilies, the fastest way to get them is to rejoin a private server over and over. Every time you join an empty server, all of the lily spawns are reloaded. Otherwise, you'll just have to manually harvest all of them until you get the flower you need. Head over to Timeston and talk to Timbo to get the Find Timbo's Cat daily, which gives 750 XP, 200 gold, and 2 spins. By far, the easiest and fastest daily. All you have to do is fly over here east of Timeston and interact with Whiskers chilling in this tree right here. Head back to Timeston and talk to this dude to get the Kill Windmonks daily, which gives 950 XP, 250 gold, and 3 spins. Windmonks are located west of Timeston or just under Artemis Tower. There's not a level requirement for this daily, but you'll have a harder time doing this one if you're under level 40. Go to Clover Capital and talk to the pink-haired guy to get the Capital Trash daily, which gives 1400 XP, 300 gold, and 3 spins. You have to collect 15 piles of trash, which only spawn right here in between these buildings southeast of the quest giver. There's only 9 spawns, so you have to wait for them to respawn to complete the quest. You have to be level 50 and up to do this daily. Head over to this guy at the southern docks of Unnamed Village to get the Contain the Aetherstone Golem daily, which gives 1750 XP, 350 gold, and 12 spins. For an in-depth explanation, go check out my Aetherstone Owl guide when it releases. Go put the 4 runes and the perspective stone pillars to summon the Golem. It's very easy to find a group to do Golem with in the Clover Retribution Discord, so go there if you're having a hard time or missing runes. You have to reach at least 10% credit for it to count towards the daily. Go to the inn in the Tundra village and talk to this Kinthari to get the deliver supplies to the Tundra daily, which gives 2000 XP and 300 gold. He'll tell you to go to the Clover capital and see where the supplies are. When you get to the Clover capital, talk to Marcus to get the supplies. Then just go back to the Kinthari in the inn to complete the daily. Head over to the southern docks of Unnamed Village and talk to this guy to get the Fillet the Weird Fish daily, which gives 25,000 XP, 2500 gold, and 6 spins. You have to be at least level 135 to get this daily. To complete it, you have to kill the mini boss called Red that spawns in the Desert Oasis. If he's not there, that means someone killed him recently, so you have to wait a few minutes for him to respawn. Red only has one attack, but it can get really annoying if it's laggy or you're in the middle of the end lag from a move. His bite has a weird timing, so you want to dodge or parry as soon as his mouth moves to avoid it. If you're having any issues, there's also a cheese you can do. Just smack him and then lure him over to this rock over here. Then you can just stand here and hit him with long range attacks. Head over to Fabio and the Devil's Route to get the Lesser Issues daily, which gives 25,000 XP, 2500 gold, and 2 of each Lesser Devil part. You need to be at least level 150 and have Devil's Route unlocked to get this daily. You have to kill 1 Lesser Devil Juggernaut to complete it. Lessers have 8 spawn locations and 3 of them can be spawned in at the same time. I like to check the desert first since it has the most spawns, then TP to Artemis Tower and fly over the tundra, and you'll be able to see if the Lessers spawned in on the way there. Lessers have 2 attacks, being a slam and a kick. Both moves do a ton of damage but are easy to parry or dodge once you get used to the timing. Head over to the Desert Temple and talk to Lefo to get the Conquer the Gauntlet daily. It gives 25,000 XP, 2500 gold, and 12 spins. You can easily find people to do the Gauntlet with in the Discord as well. The Gauntlet is a raid where you face an infinite number of waves of enemies. You'll pretty much never go over wave 33 since it takes way too long to progress after that. You get bronze by killing the enemies, and at the end of every wave you'll get a random selection of perks you can buy with the bronze. You generally want a healer and a water user so you don't run out of mana during the Gauntlet. You also get spins every 11 waves in the Gauntlet. You get 3 spins at wave 11, 6 spins at wave 22, and 10 spins at wave 33. Head over to the Halloween area, which you can get to through this portal just north of Alpha Wolf. Sadly, there's no map for this place, so you just have to follow me or explore it yourself. If you go left when you enter, you'll see this guy with a daily marker called Cain. This guy is only used to cure yourself of the Scarlet or Lunar Affliction, which you get by getting bit by the transformed version of people with the Elder Vampire or Ancient Werewolf races. Go talk to Dorian at the entrance of the village to get the Corrupted Vampire Lord daily, which gives 30,000 XP, 2500 gold, and a pure blood vial. You have to kill Corrupted Lucius to complete the daily. It's not talking about this kind of corrupt. It means you have to kill Lucius when he spawns in his bat form. To summon Lucius, you have to either kill 12 vampire soldiers or 12 werewolf soldiers. It's faster to kill 12 vampire soldiers. Just smack all 4 of them so they follow you to one spot and kill them all at the same time. After you kill 12 of them, 3 elite vampires will spawn in that you have to kill for Lucius to spawn in. They spawn across the bridge on the way to the castle. When Lucius spawns in, don't go into the front door of the castle. Head to the right along the castle walls. I don't know why, but he spawns in the back door of the castle. Doing this daily can sometimes be very annoying since there's no guarantee that Lucius will spawn in his bat form, so you have to repeat this until he does. Corrupted Lucius is not a solo friendly boss unless you have a really min-max build like with Dark or Light. Most of his moves will nearly one-shot you, and he has a move that pretty much guarantees to kill you if you're a mage. It sucks you right in front of him and you can't use spells. In most cases, I wouldn't even recommend doing this daily since you can just kill a Kraken and get the same amount of XP for less than 1/4 of the time you'd spend doing this. Inside the castle is where the daily for unlocking the Elder Vampire transformation is located. You'll have to do this guy's dailies for 15 days to unlock it. You can still do these dailies without the Elder Vampire race, but I'll go over them in another guide. Go talk to the Giant Heart in Unnamed Village to get the Kill 3 Lessers daily, which gives 45,000 XP, 13,500 Mastery XP, and a Love Token. Mastery XP is for your magic and weapon mastery. Be careful when getting this daily because once you get 5 Love Tokens, his shop options will show up at the top. So if you're spamming the first option like I did around 8 times, you'll end up buying the sword he sells, which really sucks. I already showed you about Lessers, so go back in time if you already forgot, loser. Last but not least is the Kraken daily, which you get from Bragg on top of this house in Desert Village. This daily gives you the most XP at 65,000, 15,500 mastery XP, and 15,500 gold, and a Kraken token. Just go kill the Kraken, which spawns over here. If you're having trouble with his attack patterns, check out the end of my leveling guide for more info on this loser. If you have any requests as to what you want a guide for first, let me know and I'll move them up on the list. The next guide will cover Aetherstone Isle, so stay tuned. If this guide helped out at all, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next year.